Okay, welcome back to our fourth video. In this video, we'll show you how you can execute a sell order on the TWS platform. So do take note that for this video, we are showing an illustration on how to use this platform, and this is not a recommendation to say that which stock is a good time to sell. Okay, so now let's get on with the tutorial for today. So right now, we've seen that earlier in our previous video, we have executed two buy orders. One is a limit order for Apple, and another one is a market order for Intel. So you can see here the button is still currently blue, which means that this is now a buy order. And you can also see here it mentions buy, but when you click sell, so here turns to sell, and here also become a red color button. Okay, so right now we've seen that how we can execute a sell order. So for this video, I will also show you how you can execute a sell order using a limit order and also a market order, and I will also explain that when you should use a limit and when you should use a market. So right now, I've already have 20 positions of Apple, and because currently Apple does not have a good news because the product is not good and people are not buying, so maybe the share price will fall on a bit more. So because this one is a GTC, if I do not wish to have this order filled, I can just immediately cancel.
Order cancelled.
So you can hear order has already been cancelled, and you can see here it's already being cancelled by me. So currently my portfolio still has 20 Apple shares, but then I feel that Apple might not be a good stock at the moment. I want to sell off my remaining 20 shares. So with that, let's proceed with the limit order. Okay, so right now here, make sure that it's limit. Then the amount of shares that I wanted to sell is actually 20. So let's choose position 20. Okay, and here is the limit price that we decided to set. So that means that when I purchase the Apple shares initially, this is the average price, 171.55. So with that, we wanted to earn a bit more or profit a bit more from what we have previously owned. Here, 172.21, which is the latest share price on the market. So maybe let's put maybe 173. So let's earn a bit more, or maybe you can choose 175. Okay, so this is the amount that I decided to sell my remaining 20 shares of Apple. So let's put, you can choose either day if you want the order to be filled in today, but if let's say it was not being filled today, then the order will be cancelled. Or you can keep the order remain until you decided to cancel it. Okay, so you check everything is okay. Make sure that it's 20 shares, no more than the amount of shares that you own. And then click submit. Okay, so now here let's double check. So right now we are selling 20 shares of our Apple. So here make sure 20 shares. Okay, so that means you are closing off your position. And this is an order limit, and then I decided to sell it off at 175. So this is the amount that I will gain from selling my Apple shares, and the commission is the amount that we will have to pay. So you can see the total amount that we receive was being deducted by the commission. Okay, so you can see here the position. Currently, I own 20 shares of Apple. I decided to sell off the remaining 20, so I no longer own the Apple shares. So now let's click on transmit. Okay, so for GTC, it will always show you that when the order will be automatically cancelled, which is this date. You may choose to say that I don't want to see this message again, but for me, I would prefer to see this so that I will know that when will this order being cancelled automatically by the system. Okay. Okay, so right now we will have to wait until the share price go up to 175 before the limit order has been executed. But let's say we got news on certain stocks that we currently own, which are these few, that currently the company is not doing well, or maybe the share price has been dropping for quite some time. So we decided to get out of our position immediately. So let's say currently I have a few shares. So maybe let's take Tyson as an example. So let's click on Tyson. Okay, so you can see when you click on Tyson Foods, so everything will show as Tyson. But do take note that here will show as buy. So whenever you change any shares, like let's say I click on Intel, it will immediately show buy instead of sell. Okay, so if you decided to sell, make sure you click here to sell. Okay, So here is also sell. Okay, so right now I own about 12 positions of Tyson, so I want to sell it all because if let's say the share price has been dropping quite a lot, and then sometimes when the limit order that you set might not be able to fill, because if let's say the share price has dropped drastically, because there might be panic selling, so everyone wants to get out. So there's incident that the order might be slipped. That means the order was not being filled. So in that event, usually we may proceed to market. That means I want to get out of this position no matter the cost. But usually we will always recommend to use a limit order so that you can set the price that you wish to sell off your shares. Unless like there's certain emergency, like for example, there's a panic selling and you just want to get out of the position, this is when we will use a market order. But usually market order, do take note that the share price being sold might not be optimal to what you wish to have. Okay, so here, quantity that we wanted to sell off is 12, which is currently we have in position, and we wanted the order to be executed within the day. So when you click to sell a market order, usually it will get filled immediately. So do take note that be careful when you're using the market order. So again, I will stress again, we will only use market order unless there's like certain emergency or you just wanted to get out of the position immediately. Okay, so now let's click on submit. So we sell off 12 positions of our Tyson shares, market, and then the order to be filled within the day. So this is the amount that we'll receive according to the latest share price. Okay, so now let's click on transmit. Okay, so now let's wait for a while, because sometimes the order might take some time for it to be filled because they might not be buyer at the moment. So again, let's look back at the trades to see what has been executed. So because currently nothing has been executed, so only Intel is shown here, and then summary is the same, also Intel. So in the event that you wanted to know more about your trades, you can right click, and then you can either modify your order ticket, or you can proceed to cancel here, or click cancel here. So let's have a look at the order ticket in case you wanted to modify it. Okay, because it's a market order, so you cannot change the limit price. So here everything is grayed out. But if it's a limit order, you see, you can change your limit price. That means you can adjust the limit price that you wish to change. Like let's say, maybe let's increase or decrease a bit. Okay. Click enter. And then once everything is okay, then you transmit. So now you can see the limit order has already changed to 175.50 cents. Okay. So as it will take some time for the market order to execute, so with that, I'll end this video for today. And in our next video, we will also show you how you can execute options, how you can sell put options and sell call options. So thank you everyone.